Hi honeybees! Today I'm going to be talking all about my current favorites. I'm not going to designate it as like a February favorites just because a lot of these I've been using for quite a bit of time, more than just February. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I do have a lot more makeup than anything, which I think you guys like seeing the most anyway. So I'm going to first start off with makeup, and then I have two other beauty products that aren't makeup. So let's start off. I do have about 5 Mary Kay products that are like my top used products makeup wise right now. I am going to do a separate skincare, like my whole skincare routine and what my favorite skincare products are from Mary Kay, but I definitely have a few other products here that are not Mary Kay. So I'm going to start off with my base, what I've been using non-stop for the last 2 months. So you can probably tell just from the bottle, but I have been obsessed with my Mary Kay CC cream. It does come in 5 different shades. I am in the shade Very Light. However, these do self-adjust to your skin when you're blending it in. So Very Light is not necessarily super light, but when you apply it and rub it in, it's a miracle that how it just becomes your skin, and it's so beautiful. It does have a pump, which I also appreciate. It has 8 different benefits, including SPF 15, anti-aging benefits, it hydrates, it color corrects, which means kind of evens out your complexion. It helps with redness. It is about a light to medium coverage. I can build it up to about a light medium, but it is more of like that everyday, just make your complexion look really beautiful and run out the door kind of product, because it is your all-in-one. So when I want a little more coverage, I either will just use some concealer, or I've been loving combining these 2 foundations. So on natural days, I'll just use my Mary Kay CC cream. If I want a little bit more coverage and to look super flawless, then I will reach for my Hourglass, I think this is called the Vanish Stick. Yeah, and I'm in the shade Porcelain. So this gives such beautiful full coverage. I just do 2 kind of whisker strokes. I call it whiskers because I do it like along my nose so it looks like little cat whiskers. 2 strokes on each cheek, and then 1 little mark on my chin and forehead. And then I blend that out with either a beauty blender or my new foundation brush that I've been using for Mary Kay, and it looks so flawless, so full coverage. These 2 combined, the reason I like to combine them is because I'm still getting all the great benefits that this has, and then the coverage from this. And this CC cream, it gives me a really beautiful natural glow to my skin, not oily, and I am more combination normal oily. I don't have an issue with this breaking up on me or anything with my oily areas, but it does give me a beautiful like natural radiant complexion, and I'm loving that. I have not used this in the summer. The highest it's been is like, I don't know, 79 degrees, 80 degrees here in Arizona. Right now it's like in the 60s, I think, and I'm loving it. But so I'll have to tell you how it goes in the summer when it's 120. But so far, the magic combo for me. I love it so much. Speaking of concealer, under eye stuff, I've been loving the under eye corrector from Mary Kay. Now this only comes in 1 shade. It's a peachy tone. So if you have like purplish blue discoloration under your eyes, this will be great. It does really brighten and give me just so much like a depuffing and brightening under the eye that I almost don't need to use concealer when I use this. I'll usually just dot a teeny bit more in the center, like in the triangle of my eye, of concealer. But I'll show you what this looks like. It's just a really nice peachy brightening tone, and it's very full coverage too. So that's why it's almost like I don't need concealer when I use this. And it blends out really well. It doesn't crease on me. And I've pretty much been using this on every single client that I've been working on lately, and it's a miracle worker. I love it. Next, I have a highlight that I have. If you've been watching my vlogs, you know that I pretty much have not stopped using this highlight since I got it, and I keep calling it the wrong name, so we're gonna put that to rest today. This is the Ofra Cosmetics highlight in Pillow Talk. I keep calling it Satin Sheets for some reason on my vlogs, but it's called Pillow Talk. And it's like this icy pink coloring. Now, if you are not light, fair to light. This may not work for you. It may be too much unless you like that real intense highlight. I do have it on today, and I think this is perfect for the fair tone girls. I mean, Ofra has amazing highlights other than this one too, but because I'm so fair, especially right now in the winter, this has been so beautiful. I love how it's kind of like icy and brilliant, and in the sun it's just such a pop. I love a BAM highlight. You guys know this if you've been watching me for a while. If not, welcome to my channel. I'm happy you're here. But yes, I love me a real brilliant, bright highlight, and this blends like a dream, and it's so beautiful and creamy. Ofra highlights are amazing. I do have a 30% off discount code with them too. It is affiliate, but I always have that link down below for you guys, so I'll make sure to link everything I talk about today. And then, oh, I forgot to mention this other Mary Kay product that I've been using to set my foundation. This is the translucent powder, and it is so finely milled. It reminds me a lot of the Laura Mercier because it does have a slight sheen to it, but nothing where it's gonna really be that apparent on the skin. It just gives a little bit of like a soft focus. It's so beautiful, and I also really love that it has a little sifter that you can lock into place. So if you're traveling with this, it's not gonna go everywhere. So I've been using that a lot. I have also been using the Born This Way though still. I think I had this in my yearly favorites. The Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. And it's only one shade, but it does have like a little bit of color to it. And I've been loving this too. But if I don't want any extra, like, that gives a little bit extra, a little teeny extra color, and it gives more of like a teeny bit more of a glow, like a soft glow, whereas this just mattifies yet gives me the soft focus and doesn't give any coverage, just sets my makeup. I have two eye products today. I have some cream eyeshadows and a palette to share with you. So the cream eyeshadows are from Mary Kay, and I've been using 3 different shades quite a bit. The first one I'm gonna mention is the one I've used the most, and it's called Beach Blonde. So this is more of like that creamy, almost my skin tone kind of coloring. It does have a slight sheen to it though, so if you like to just wear something on its own, this is a great one. I don't know if this is going to show up for you guys because it's literally my skin tone. Almost. You can kind of see it. Yeah, you see that. See how it does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's a great base to kind of neutralize the eye, and it doesn't crease. These really are great at layering shadow on the top of them as like your priming base. Or I just blend them all over the eye and go with some mascara. First favorite. My second favorite color is Apricot Twist. Now this is more of like a bronzy tone that has a little bit more of that apricot kind of coloring to it. So this is beautiful under warmer shadows or on its own, like I said. So there's that one. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah, right there. So it has a little bit more of like a coppery gold tone to it, so it looks really great under my warmer shadows. And then I have a feeling, Kristen Game, if you're watching this, you are gonna love this one. It is in Metallic Taupe. If you don't know who Kristen Game is, she's an amazing YouTuber, and I will link her down below. But this one is so beautiful on its own. I wear this one the most on its own. But it also is so beautiful under like your taupey shadows. Yeah, right there. Kind of has that, you know, pinky purpley cool tone. It's so pretty. And they're very creamy, very easy to blend. They're not gonna tug at the eye, and they do not crease. All right, I also have the Jouer Skinny Dip palette, and yes, I still have it in the box because I'm weird like that, and sometimes I keep my boxes. But here's what the actual palette looks like. Sorry, it's so reflective. But these are Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadows, so I do have to use a different palette with some mattes in it or my single shadows alongside these shades. But they are so beautiful. I'm going to show you. Magic Hour on top of that Mary Kay Metallic Taupe is so beautiful. Look how pigmented these are. It's insane how pigmented. Okay, but I'm going to swatch Magic Hour on top of that taupe. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Look at that intensity. So pretty. I'm going to just swatch the gold on the side here. They are so metallic, So pigmented. Oh my goodness. They're stunning, stunning shadows. And you get, let's see, 6 shades. The only one that doesn't really thrill me, and it's the one I thought I would use the most, is Bikini. It doesn't show up as strong, and you can barely see it. It's right here. It's like the pinky one. It disappointed me because I thought it would be more brilliant on the eye, but it's really not. But I love all the other shades, and I've been using them like crazy. So I just wanted to quickly mention my lip color because I know someone's gonna ask me. This formula of lipstick, it is Mary Kay, is my favorite. It's a new, they're called Gel Semi-Shines. And I love, love, love Naturally Buff and Rosewood. Those are my 2 go-tos, and as you could probably guess, they're neutrals. So this formulation of lipstick, it's more of like a buildable color, and it has like a glossiness to it. They're so comfortable. They just feel so amazing on the lips. It feels like a lipstick and gloss in one, but they're not sticky. They're very smooth. And the one I have on my lips today is Luminous Lilac. It's this beautiful, I'm running out of swatch space here. It's like a pinky plummy shade. I love it when I wear mauves. I think it goes really well with that. Okay, I think we're done with makeup. Nope, one more. One more makeup favorite. This was my favorite last month more than this month because I've been using a different mascara, but I don't want to put it in my favorites just yet because I've only been using it for a few days. But anyways, I still really, really love this mascara and used it all throughout January and in the beginning of February. And it's the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. Now I have it in the, I think it's the blackest black or whatever. And this mascara, first off, I'm a little congested from allergies, and I can still smell it. It has like a coconut smell to it. And this is a natural bristle wand. It's a really nice fluffy bristles. It gives me beautiful, beautiful volume. Not so much length, but it gives me fullness and volume. And I love natural bristle wands usually. Yeah, I really, really love this. And it's drugstore, so it's gonna be pretty affordable, which is great. I actually really like the peachy packaging too. So good job, Maybelline. Usually, I mean, I like Maybelline mascaras, but they're hit or miss for me. Whereas like L'Oreal mascaras, I usually always gravitate towards, but yeah, I love, love, love that. I just tried to remove all the swatches, and remember that I had the cream shadow and the foil shadow layered right here. It's not coming off. See how I'm like rubbing it? It's barely coming off. That's how long wearing those cream shadows are. That's amazing. I'm gonna have to get some extra makeup remover for this. My next favorite this month has been an oldie that I brought back and absolutely loving it. It's Chanel Chance. And you can see it's kind of, the coloring has turned a bit. It's usually more of like a light, like a pink. This has been around in my collection for a few years, and I actually, it's kind of like a sentimental thing. I actually passed it on to my grandma, who passed away in December, and she obviously was loving it as well. Used most of this bottle. It's a 3.4 ounce, so it's a pretty large bottle. And she was using it for a while, and then she passed in December, and you know, we had to go through her things, and this was one thing that I chose to take home with me because we both shared a love for it, so when I wear it, I think of her, and I remember how much I love this fragrance. It is a little bit stronger, so you don't want to spray very much, and that's why it's lasted so long, because it does have like a heavier staying power and throw. So you can just, I like usually will spray 2 sprays in the air and like walk into it, or I'll just put one on my wrist and dab it on my neck and on the other hand. It smells so good. It's definitely, I feel, a more youthful scent than Chanel's other fragrances. Like my grandma also used to wear Chanel No. 5, and that one's a little too strong for my taste. But I feel like this one has a little bit more of a lightness, a florally light, a little bit of a fruitiness, and I love the lasting power. But this is just a classic scent that I will always love, and now think of my grandma when I wear it. Okay, one last thing, and it is Mary Kay related. You guys are probably like, oh Lord, but it's just reality what I've been using and loving, so hopefully you guys don't mind too much. So this is Satin Hands, and if you've tried Mary Kay in the past, then I'm sure you recognize this because I know it's been around for a while. So this is like a 3-step. It comes as a set. Although I do believe you can buy this separately. So I have been loving this because all of a sudden, my knuckles on my hand, when it started getting colder here in Arizona, started getting really dry and not pretty. And I usually have this like pretty soft hands, not gonna lie, like I never have an issue with that, and this year I did. And this was my miracle worker. So what you do is you take the protecting softener first. This is the, is this the fragrance free? This one is fragrance free, but this isn't. So you take this first and you rub it all over your hands, and it kind of seals everything in. It's just like a primer almost for your hand washing. You don't need to do this every single time, but this is like the treatment process. And then Satin Hands, the Satin Smoothie Refining Shea Scrub. This is in the white tea and citrus scent. Oh, I love this scent. It smells like spa. Oh, it smells like fruity spa. I love that it has a pump. So this has a little exfoliation beads in it, so you scrub all over, wash your hands. You do not wash your hands after this, only this step. And then you use the Nourishing Shea Cream. And I really believe it's the set. I don't think it's just one product, but I have seen such a difference in my hands. I know Chris has commented about my hands before. My grandpa commented about how soft my hands were, and I'm attributing it to using these products. So really, really loving it, and I love the smell. This also is in white tea and citrus. And it rubs in really fast and easy too. It's not greasy. It doesn't feel like, ugh, I have so much lotion on my hands after. So I do like to keep this with me like in my purse too. And then I like to do this whole 3-step process at least once a day. I don't use this to wash my hands every single time. You could. But I like to use it as my special treatment hand wash. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my favorites from the last few months. Like I said, I'll make sure to link everything down below for you guys. As for the Mary Kay products, if you do not already have a Mary Kay consultant, please feel free to purchase from my website or contact me, and I'll be able to ship those directly to you. For you to be linked to me as your consultant, you will need to use my website, and then also if you want to sign up for free as a customer with me, it's free on the website as well. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll be seeing you again real soon. Bye!